You can take Floyd Mayweather out of the boxing ring, but you can't take the boxing ring out of Floyd Mayweather. That was the undeniable conclusion for anyone who watched the boxing legend showcase his extraordinary skills in a captivating match against the younger, more active combat sports fighter, John Gotti. Although the fight wasn't officially scored, it was clear that at 47 years old, Mayweather had decisively outclassed Gotti. The turnout was impressive, and a popular website scored the fight 6-2, highlighting Mayweather's dominance. Throughout the bout, Floyd demonstrated his trademark techniques, including his signature jab to the body. His experience and boxing intelligence clearly overshadowed Gotti's youth and athleticism. Mayweather's exceptional footwork and strategic IQ kept Gotti at a distance, effectively neutralizing his opponent's offense. In the opening round, Mayweather's precise double jab left Gotti bewildered and unable to land any meaningful punches. By the end of the fight, Mayweather received a standing ovation from the Mexican fans, who had initially been hostile but were won over by his remarkable performance. The fight was reminiscent of Mayweather's previous bouts, reaffirming his superiority. The 2023 match concluded in the sixth round when referee Kenny Bayless stopped the bout due to excessive trash talk and brawling between the teams. Despite the abrupt ending, Mayweather's skill and strategic brilliance were evident, proving once again that in boxing, skill truly pays the bills. In the second round, Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti approached the fight with a measured respect for each other, focusing intensely on the bout. Gotti, eager to make an impact, charged at Mayweather with aggressive intent. Despite Gotti's spirited approach, Mayweather showcased his renowned slickness, deftly evading punches with his celebrated shoulder roll and nimble footwork. Gotti pressed forward relentlessly, searching for an opening, but Mayweather's defense, combined with his effective counterattacks using jabs and hooks, kept him at bay. The fight, scheduled for 8 two-minute rounds, saw Gotti land a clean shot towards the end of the second round. However, the impact was minimal and did not significantly affect Mayweather. Before Gotti could capitalize on this brief moment of success, the bell rang to signal the end of the round. In the third round, Gotti continued with his aggressive strategy but displayed greater caution with his defense. Both fighters struggled to land clean punches as the round progressed, though Gotti's increased activity and punch attempts may have given him a slight edge. Throughout the fight, Floyd Mayweather maintained his composure and focused on his defensive prowess. Each of Gotti's attempts was skillfully blocked by Mayweather, who used his defensive techniques to frustrate his opponent. Gotti, seeming to lose direction without effective openings, was increasingly unable to penetrate Mayweather's defense. Meanwhile, Mayweather capitalized on the openings that did arise, delivering precise combinations that soon left Gotti with noticeable damage. By the fifth round, Gotti appeared reinvigorated after receiving treatment between rounds. He entered the ring with renewed intensity and launched a relentless assault on Mayweather. At times, Mayweather relied on his hit-and-don't-get-hit strategy, skillfully avoiding Gotti's punches while delivering effective counters. Despite Gotti's increased aggression, Mayweather remained in control, demonstrating his superior technique and tactical acumen. In the sixth round, Mayweather took command of the fight by focusing on maintaining his distance. Gotti's frustration mounted as he struggled to close the gap and was only able to manage fewer than 10 punches during the round due to the distance. Mayweather continued to exploit his reach advantage, landing jabs and hooks with precision, further exacerbating Gotti's difficulty in finding success. Entering the seventh round, both fighters showed signs of fatigue and the pace of the fight slowed considerably. However, in the final moments of the round, Mayweather unleashed a series of combinations, ensuring he secured the round in his favor. The final round proved to be the most dramatic and intense, with ringside spectators captivated by the performance. Gotti came out with even greater aggression than in the early rounds, but Mayweather showcased a defensive masterclass, evading most of Gotti's punches and delivering effective counterattacks. At that time, Mayweather was in the midst of an unprecedented 6-fight deal with Showtime, which required him to fight 6 times over 30 months for a minimum of $200 million. Having transitioned from HBO to Showtime, Mayweather had not fought more than once a year since his 2007 victories over Oscar de la Hoya and Ricky Hatton. Many skeptics questioned whether the 36-year-old could sustain such a demanding schedule and speculated about the level of opponents he might face after his May victory over Robert Guerrero, which had reportedly underperformed in pay-per-view buys compared to Mayweather's usual standards. Despite the skepticism, Mayweather's continued dominance in the ring underscored his exceptional skill and strategic brilliance, confirming that his prowess was not diminished by age or the demands of a rigorous fight schedule. Amid significant curiosity about his next opponent, Floyd Mayweather made a surprising choice by selecting a 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez, who was perceived as bigger and stronger than any previous opponent. Motivated to reaffirm his status as the sport's biggest star, Mayweather opted for Alvarez, who had recently been dubbed the next big thing in boxing. This decision demonstrated that age was just a number for Mayweather as he faced Alvarez prepares to defend his unified super middleweight titles against Edgar Berlanga on September 14 in Las Vegas. The MGM Grand Garden Arena is expected to be packed with fight fans. The event is projected to generate over $20 million in ticket sales and set a net a formidable young challenger with a reputation for power and skill. For the fight, Mayweather agreed to a catch rate of 152 wolves, 2 wolves under the 154 pounds limit. This strategic move underscored Mayweather's ability to adapt and maintain his dominance in the ring. Alvarez, fresh off a standout performance against Austin Trout to unify the super welterweight titles and impressive victories over Shane Mosley, was expected to pose a significant challenge. Mosley had notably tested Mayweather more than any other opponent in their 2010 fight, raising expectations for the bout. Despite the rising trajectory of Canelo Alvarez and the anticipation of Mayweather's decline, their fight became a pivotal moment in boxing. The one-sided defeat Alvarez suffered at the hands of Mayweather proved to be a turning point in his career. This loss acted as a catalyst for Alvarez's growth, propelling him to become the sport's biggest star in the face of boxing, a title he still holds today. Revenue record surpassing $150 million from 2.2 million pay-per-view buys. This surpasses the previous record of $136 million set by Mayweather's 2007 victory over Oscar de la Hoya, reinforcing Mayweather's status as boxing's cash cow and highlighting the significant value of Canelo as his opponent. The night also addressed the lingering question of who would carry the torch for boxing after Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao retired. Despite a few punches landing, Canelo's attempts were largely ineffective, and the left hook he landed was notable but not a game-changer. The bout was nearly marred by one of the most egregious scorecards in boxing history, yet it underscored both fighters' significant places in the sport's legacy. Mayweather's performance was a testament to his skill and strategic brilliance, further cementing his legendary status in the annals of boxing history. As the scorecards were read, pundits ringside struggled to find a single round to award to Canelo, further emphasizing Mayweather's dominance. However, the announcement of the scores brought a collective gasp from the crowd. Judge C.J. Ross had scored the fight an inexplicable 114-114, which sparked controversy. Fortunately, this contentious score was countered by judges Dave Moretti and Craig Metcalf, who had it 116-112 and 117-111, respectively. While these scores were more generous than many had anticipated, they still favored Mayweather, ensuring his majority decision victory. Ironically, the drama surrounding the scorecards overshadowed the actual fight. The aftermath of the bout was significant. The intense backlash against C.J. Ross led her to voluntarily step down from her role as a judge. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather continued his unbeaten streak with victories over Marcos Maidana and delivered a dominating performance against Manny Pacquiao in the highest-grossing fight in boxing history. Mayweather fought twice more, securing a win over Andrew Berto and a spectacular performance against UFC fighter Conor McGregor, which became the second highest-grossing fight of all time. For the latest updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more quality content. Until next time, peace out.